All right, so if Jesus is God, how can you tempt God? Actually, not a bad question. So let's get into it. Temptation. There are two types of temptation: internal temptations and external temptations. For example, and this is the reason why you can tempt someone without tempting someone. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. For example, close. Oh, messed it up. All right, there we go. For example, let's say you are an alcoholic, okay? And then I come to you and I say, hey man, do you want a drink? I have externally tempted you with a drink, some whiskey. Now, since you're an alcoholic, internally, something is pulling you towards this drink, and you accept my drink, then you have given into the temptation because internally you are tempted. Now, if you're not an alcoholic, right, and I tempt you with a drink, you will say, no, thank you. I don't drink. I don't like drinking. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. And because internally, nothing is tempting you, nothing is pulling you towards that. That's why you don't accept my drink. The same with cigarettes, right? So someone can tempt me with a cigarette, right? But I'm not tempted to smoke it because there's nothing inside of me internally that is pulling me towards the cigarette. I don't like cigarettes, right? So yes, I was tempted with a cigarette, but at the same time, I'm not tempted to smoke the cigarette because I don't like cigarettes. Because internally, there's nothing inside of me that is pulling me towards having a cigarette. So we apply the same logic towards Jesus. Yes, Jesus can be tempted externally by many things. Sex, power, cigarette, many things you can tempt Jesus with externally, but internally, he's not going to give in to temptation because there's nothing internally that is pulling him towards any of these things like us other human beings. Why? Because he's God and he is perfect and he's pure. So again, you can be tempted without being tempted. External temptations versus an internal temptations. Make sure you differentiate between the two. Wow, that's such a hard word. All right, there you go. I'm out.